Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I will be going over my Outlast X Dead by Daylight chapter concept, featuring a killer being the Walrider, a survivor being Miles Upshur, and a new map being the prison block. Without further ado, if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, ring that bell, share around, and let's get into it. Starting off with the killer, as always, is the Walrider. Its unique power is Nano Swarm. It has a walking speed of 4.4 meters a second, a tear radius of 24 meters, and has a height of tall. It has three parts of its power, its first part being special power Nano Swarm. Hold down the active ability button to transform into a cloud of nanobots. You move at 5 meters a second, and take 2 seconds to come out of it. While in this mode, you can go through pallets and walls. I was thinking originally to have it a lot more like Spirit, but I figured that wouldn't really work out too well. So this is more a mobility power rather than a chase power like the Spirits. So I tried to balance that around so it didn't conflict with Spirit's power. That's why it takes 2 seconds to come out of the ability. Second part of the power, Teleport. While in Nanoswarm mode, as we just previously talked about, you can look towards any generator to teleport it. It's just like Freddy's teleport, except it doesn't give a indicator and is a lot faster to teleport from where you are to the generator. It has a cooldown of 45 seconds. It will have a 2-second animation and transform the nanobot swarm coming out of the generator into the Walrider. Not very similar to Freddy's, except for it being a teleport. The last part of the power is the swarm. This ability has 2 charges and takes 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds if it needs to be balanced out more, to regain a charge. Hold the active ability button to see the aura of all generators, pallets, walls, totems, and windows nearby you. Right-click to affect an object. Each object interacts differently with this power. When a pallet or wall is affected, it will destroy the pallet or wall after 3 seconds. When a generator is affected, the generator will be damaged and blocked for 10 seconds, and kicks off any survivor currently on the generator. When a totem is affected, it will block the totem for 20 seconds. Simple. And when a window is affected, it will block the window for 20 seconds. And I'll have a cooldown 2 seconds before you can use. So basically, what it's saying here, charges have a cooldown of 2 seconds before you can use another one. I was thinking of it like this. You come around the side of Killer Shack, okay? The side parallel to the window. Come in through that door. You see a drop pallet and a window. I didn't want the Walrider just uses swarm power, block the window instantly, start destroying the pallet, because the pallet takes 3 seconds to be destroyed. The survivors wouldn't be able to hop over it while it's being destroyed, so they would be stuck there. That's why it will have a 2-second cooldown. So survivor comes around the corner, you come around the corner, it's a 50-50, you choose. Do you want to block the window before the survivor gets to it, or do you want to block the pallet? And then, once the survivor vaults it, you can hit the other one, and then go around again. That's kind of my thought about it, because I didn't want it to be too overpowered, being a chase power, but didn't want it to be too underpowered either. And the Walrider comes with 3 unique perks, the first of which being mechanical enhancements. Whenever 2 or more survivors are working on a generator, they will be faced with the difficult skill checks every 10, 8, and 6 seconds. This might be a little overpowered for a normal perk, so you could make it a hex perk if you really wanted to, or like the other one, could make it a scourge hook, where it only activates for a certain duration after being hooked on a scourge hook. I believe that would be the better idea, but this is how I went with it. His second perk is Scourge Hook Multiply. Whenever a survivor is hooked on a Scourge Hook, all your perks gain 1, 1, or 2 more tokens. And this perk does not add tokens to hex perks. Mainly Hex Devour Hope, because that would be insanely overpowered. You hook 3 survivors, don't even have to get away from them. Just hook 3 survivors on a Scourge hook. You get Hex Devour Hope. And Hex Huntress Lullaby. That also. But I mean, that's not nearly as overpowered as Devour Hope. So, it does not add tokens to Hex totems. Or Hex perks. So, if you've ever played Magic the Gathering, think of this like a proliferate. You add on another token to ones that you already have. So say I have Save the Best for Last. It has, we'll say 5 stacks, and we'll say Dying Light has 3 stacks. 3 tokens, 3 stacks, same thing. And we'll say Hex Devour Hope has 4 stacks. You hook a survivor on a Scourge hook, Save the Best for Last will gain 2 tokens, turning it to 7 stacks or tokens. Dying Light would go up to 5 tokens, and Hex Devour Hope would not get any tokens because it's a hex perk, and would stay at 4. Hopefully that kind of clears that up. Its next perk is Hexed Infused Within. Whenever a survivor leaves a generator, that generator becomes blocked on all sides for 10, 15, or 20 seconds. This would kick off any other survivor on the generator, and obviously it couldn't just be a normal perk because that would be way too overpowered. Now onto the survivor, Miles Upshur. He'd have loud injured noises and be a medium size. His 3 new perks would be Investigative Senses. Whenever the killer is looking in your direction while not in a chase, you recover from all status effects 20%, 30%, or 40% faster, and see the killer's aura for 1, 1.5, or 2 seconds. While not the greatest perk, it would help when you're on a generator, I would find, or trying to hide and get rid of, say, exhausted or exposed. One thing it doesn't say on the perk, it does count through walls. Maybe not. It could either, one of 2 ways. It could work through walls, but only for a certain range, or it could actually have to be line of sight, like Spine Chill. His second perk is Analyst. Whenever a generator is completed, gain 1, or 2 tokens. Whenever another survivor is being chased by the killer, you see both their aura and the killer's aura until that chase ends, and you lose a token. It might have to stay at 1 token per generator. It depends on how powerful this perk would be, as it would give you a lot of information. But, I don't know, 10 tokens in total if you have tier 3 variant. People, I would say, get more into a chase more than 10 times, so I don't know. I think that's pretty good. And his third and final perk is Marked. After being within the killer's terror radius for 60, 50, and 40 seconds while not in a chase, this perk activates. While this perk is active, press the active ability button to see the killer's aura. It's kind of like a map, or like Kayla's reads Clairvoyance. You could use it for 8, 12, 16 seconds. And to make this balance, this perk can only be activated 2 times per trial. So in total, you would have a 32-second aura reading on the killer after being in their terror radius for 80 seconds in total, without being in a chase, which is a significant amount of time. The new map is Prison Block. Simple, it's the prison block from Outlast 1. That's pretty much it. And that is it for this chapter concept. Please consider subscribing, ringing that bell, commenting, sharing, liking, or doing any of these, as any support would be greatly appreciated. yeah, thank you all for watching. Please let me know what you thought about the concept down below in the comments, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.